and I'm just going to call you CroGram because that's the name of your handle. But gentlemen, before we get started jumping in nuts and bolts of things, give us a quick background of who you guys are and how you found yourselves in the crypto industry today.
Hey guys, my name is King, so you can refer to me as King. And thanks for having us. I'm the owner, CEO of CroGram. And just to give you guys a little background on myself, I've been in the mobile space for over a decade. I've been in the crypto space probably around the same time as well. Um, so during that time, I've seen a lot come into the space, a lot ups, downs, changes, market swings, all the great stuff, all that good stuff. But over time, I've just seen so many gaps, so many loopholes, so many errors, so many issues. And I decided to kind of mix what I do with what I love, and that's my tech background with my crypto love. And I decided to build what you see now is CroGram. Um, so what CroGram is, essentially is just an alternative for Telegram, Discord, and a little bit of Twitter. So yeah, I have over a decade full of experiences. I've had uh, probably been a part of over 100 apps. So it's not like CroGram's like my first run at it. I've had some become really successful, be top 20 in the App Store. That type of success. I've had some acquired as well that I've sold. So that's a quick little just run through of so much of my experience with the tech side and the crypto as well.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm Shampoo, by the way. A lot of people know me by Baby Doge Time when it launched. Shampoo Lounge. We had our own lounge, and yeah, I met King and the team like a year ago, or over a year ago, and Baby's Doge voice chat, and since then we've been like brothers, just in the space. We never met in real life, but we did. We know each other like in the space for a long time. So, and I'm part of the team. I'm helping, doing everything what we gotta do just to push this app and do get it big and make it safer.
And gentlemen, let's start from the top. What is CroGram?
So CroGram, it's like I mentioned before, it's a great alternative for Telegram, Discord, and Twitter, right? What I mean by that is it's your same, create a group for your community, create a group for yourselves, your friends, your family. But I wanted to make it an ecosystem that is crypto focused. So for example, I'm sure a lot of you guys have had people ask you, hey, where do you find the projects, or what's the next play? Um, or even just what's trending, or how do I do this, or just the bridging the gap with even education. That's what CroGram represents. So when you launch CroGram, you can find 7 networks: Binance, Ethereum, Polygon, Solana, etc. Right? And then you'll see projects that are there advertising, whether they're at a pre-sale, private sale, they're already launched, but they're available. They can advertise then and there for everyone entering the application as we grow. Not only that, there's trending. Similar concept of deck stools. You can see projects that are in our ecosystem in the application that is trending or decides to get trending top 10. Telegram does not offer that. So, for example, you have your group in Telegram, people have to search for you. In CroGram, there's also an ecosystem or section for popular groups. So as you create your group, as your groups start to grow, it organically moves up the ranks the more popular you become based on your follower count. So now you get that even added exposure, again, that none of these other platforms offer, as well as AMAs, being able to join us and do an AMA inside of CroGram is fine, and it's visible for all users to see because it's built that way. We've built a main lounge. Even when you create your group, there's a dedicated contract address. Telegram doesn't have that. Even with the bots, you see a project's launching, you're being front run, you're seeing all these pop-ups, you see the contract, fake contract address being just coming in heavy, and having to deal with so much as a dev, or even a new investor in the space, or even a seasoned investor in the space, just having that extra potential of mistakes. That's what's CroGram is trying to solve. So no bots. having the dedicated contract address location. So if you're dev, you don't want to launch or reveal or drop it, wait until launch. All you have to do is simply paste, save, and now it's available for everyone to see, again, in a dedicated location. Not only that, we've added an announcement area. So you don't have to create an additional announcement channel that's separate from your group. It's there and available and right in front of your eyes for all your members to see. But I thought about it. How can I do more, offer more, or be better? So I decided one of the first things I wanted to do was bridge the language barrier, right? And what I mean by that is CroGram is international, crypto is international, and it does not sleep. Um, so to bridge the language barrier, I decided we need a translate ability. I wanted to eliminate the idea of projects, NFT projects, and tokens, coins, having 100 different groups, Spanish, Chinese, all these different languages. Let's have one ecosystem, because when you do that, you have the potential of making a lot of mistakes. So having one group and having the ability for the language to be translated based on your iOS or your device. So if you speak Spanish, type in Spanish. And me, I speak English, so it would show up in English for me. If I respond in English, it shows up in Spanish, or you have the ability to even toggle that if you even want the option to see it in English right away. So for me, that was bridging. Now it's, oh, I don't have to have all these different groups. That's what makes us different. Does it make us better? I think as in time, as we grow and evolve and make all of our features better, it does. Um, Plus, we have our VIP lounge, we have our game room, we have our whitelist functions that are coming soon, we have our portfolio tracker. We have so much in our ecosystem, including our metaverse and our keys and our PFPs and things like that. So we're very crypto focused because we understand the space, we're in the space. So we're trying to provide a solution instead of so much just keep adding to the problem and fix the stigma that crypto is a scam. So yeah, it's a lot that we're trying to roll out. It's an application that has a big goal, and throughout the entire process, even when I started this and I meet a few of these guys in the space and I shared my ideas of what I want to build with them and I told them to join me on the process, um, they have, and we have a lot that we're going to bring to the table, and yeah, so I hope that that gives you guys a quick summary, a really quick summary of just what CroGram embodies.
Yeah, it was a fantastic summary, and I have a lot of questions. I want to start with asking you guys what your plan is exactly. I mean, you identified several distinguishing features, but what your plan is exactly to capture some of that market share and user base from titans like Telegram and Discord.
Being intentional about what we do, and the thing is, not being a token, I wanted to earn people's trust. I think as we build the tool and we build with integrity and we build quality, I think people will migrate eventually. Not only that, one something that I've the right core people, having lounge owners, having lounges, having platforms like yourself, and building strong partnerships, we can then make strong moves. And I think it starts there, and that's why, again, I keep emphasizing I didn't do a token. I fully invested my money where my mouth was. And I invested in it myself, and I'm taking the leap of faith in myself because I do believe in what I can do. Again, it's having the ability to have over a decade of experience in the space. So I have a lot of experience and things and resources that I will be relying on when the time comes. Right now, Android is not available. It's on the way. It's very close. We're close to building a test environment so we can bring folks in as well. So yeah, marketing is a big factor. I think having those really cool things. I mean, we're also social like Twitter, and to make the difference, I incentivize even getting a like. So in CroGram, just like you do on Twitter, someone likes your post, you don't get anything for that. In CroGram, you do. For every like you get 1 gram for free. What the grams can do, enter our game room, you can play games. And our metaverse, oh, it's going to be really, really cool. And again, you get those grams just from engaging with each other, with your friends, with your community on the social feed. So again, that's what makes us different. And I think as people learn about what we're doing, our ecosystem, people see how much they love it. Even our voice chat, it's so much cooler. I mean, you have the same emojis concept as this Twitter does, but I decided to make our emojis so much better that way. It's a experience, it's a feeling that you get. Even in our voice chat, we have motivational like sessions in the mornings. Um, we have our music mode. That way, if you can come into voice chat and it's not someone playing music from a laptop, it's music actually playing directly from your phone. That's what the difference is with CroGram. We're not doing none of that stuff. We're providing quality in a space that needs it. And I think doing it the right way, I think in time we get those type of results that we're looking for.
So, Rich, this is all really exciting. I keep curious to know when there would be a beta version available, some sort of prototype videos that showcase all the wonderful things that you're describing.
Yeah, all of that is getting built now for iOS. Everyone can experience it for themselves live. Even during the building process for iOS, I could have built it, waited, did everything, and then released. But I wanted the people to be a part of the process, to be there, to be my natural beta testers while I did no marketing. So right now we have about 2,000 people there organically that has helped, provided feedback, suggestions throughout the entire process, and they were able to see that. The reason I did that is because I wanted to show, I started getting kickback earlier. Oh, I could never build this. Oh, I could never even get this approved by Apple. And that's why I said, okay, I love the challenge. So I built it. I spent my own money, resources, and I did it, and I was approved by Apple in 6 hours. First try. And that's kind of what I wanted people to know. I'm coming to this space to do the best I can. I'm not making any promises. I'm just delivering on what I say. And how that translates, I don't know. Hopefully, it is something we're very, very good, very, very rewarding.
You mentioned lowering the bridge to language barrier. What tech are you guys using specifically to make this happen seamlessly on the front end?
There's a few different things. Playing with Google right now, just the base Google Translate while I learn more, while I figure different things out, while I continue to. Because for me, this is not something that I'm just focusing on launching, and this is just a product. Like we're ever changing, ever evolving every single day. Some of the folks that are in here now that have been a part even from our early system or early versions, they've seen, man, almost daily there are updates. There's things being upgraded, changed. So as far as the translate feature, we're same concept, ever evolving and making it better. And I'm always looking into new tech, APIs, SDKs, things that are out there that can make the experience that I want to offer better. So right now it's just using basic translation tools that are available, third party, things like that.
I know you said that you avoided launching a token for obvious or maybe less obvious reasons, but it looks like you also have NFTs or NFTs rather available. Can you tell us a bit about those and how they interface with the CroGram ecosystem?
Sure thing. So our keys, right, our NF keys, they give you access to a VIP lounge that I be built in the app. Inside of that lounge, if you're a key holder, you get access to a private VIP chat. You also access the game room, but inside the game room, because you're a key holder, you don't have to pay anything. Your game rooms, all the games that we will add, is completely free to play. So you don't need grams or things like that. We'll have our whitelist room. So for projects that properly KYC that have some true potential, we'll offer we'll allow those projects to be featured inside of this room, in this whitelist room. So then, if you're interested in the project, you can just easily whitelist. And that's actually something that I didn't speak about earlier. For everyone that creates a group or token, for example, there's a whitelist tab that I built. So for projects, for example, if you want to collect wallet addresses and things like that, you don't have to create a Google form and things like that I see that is popular. All you do is simply turn the feature on, and then members or anyone can submit their wallets, and you can easily export it directly from your app. So that's something that I built as well. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I spoke about the whitelist feature. So back to the key features. Portfolio tracker that will eventually come, but you get access to this VIP at no cost. The VIP, if you do not own a key, will be in the form of a subscription. So if you cannot afford a key, if you don't want a key, you can still access the VIP by just subscribing. So it's not about leaving anyone out. But one of the most popular features for the key is that you will earn up to 10% of our advertising revenue. And that's really important because we got to remember we're not a project, we're business. So as we scale, we're just like Twitter or any other platform. As we grow and as we perform, um, that gets really, really, really interesting. Not only that, it's only 250 keys. So it's extremely limited for an application that will one day have millions of people. And I won't create any more keys in the future. So again, that's an extremely uh, scarce supply. Um, and the reason I did that is just to give those folks, anyone that's interested in what I'm doing, the ability to be also be a part of it somehow. And there's more utilities and things that the key will be a part of, especially in our metaverse, things like that. So, but that's one of the most popular things. If you own a key, you'll get VIP access. You'll even in voice chat, you're placed in a NF key holder section. So it's kind of like, well, it's not like Twitter, but you're having your special VIP section. Even in voice chat, you get a dedicated gold badge. You're able to update and edit your profile. You'll be able to put like backgrounds on your profile. You're able to do so many different things because being a key holder, it unlocks really cool perks too and features. So, and that's ever growing as well as we scale for years to come. So, that's some of the key benefits that a key provide. The ability that is limited, and that it offers earning potential.
No pun intended. Did you have you decided on a minting cost per yet, or is that something still in the works?
For the keys, so the keys to get them, there's no mint process. They've already been minted and they're already on OpenSea. But to get a key, just simply contact me. I will then have the reason it's done this way is because there was a process that we had in the app. I was building our own marketplace where people can get the key and different things like that. But then when I revealed the potential to earn, it changed things. So then we kind of pivoted, went on chain, and I did it this route. So if you're interested in getting a key, you can do so by buying a key directly from me. There's different processes that has to be done. Where I manually upgrade your account in the app to become a VIP and a key holder. You then your key is then processed in the app. So in the gallery, you can see your key, and then your key is also placed on your profile, embedded in your profile. Not only that, then I airdrop your key directly, so then you don't have to mint or pay the gas fees. We cover that for you, and then it's airdropped directly to your wallet for you. Everything is done for you. Become a VIP. You get access, and you're locked into our ecosystem. So yeah, I wanted to make it easier. It's a bit of work for us, but again, it's just 250 keys, so it's not a lot of work, and more than right now, it's less than 50 keys remain for sale, and we've been organically just trying to make sure we do it the right way as well. So right now, there are no keys for sale until the Android is fully ready. When the Android is fully ready, then we'll release the remaining keys again, which is less than 50 that is for sale. And once all the keys are sold, nothing's up to me. It's fully up to the community and the key holders to trade on OpenSea as they see fit.
And how those fit into the ecosystem?
Absolutely. So Cool Kings is something new. It's our PFPs. It's our official PFPs. A lot of folks during the time over the past year at least been telling me, hey, you should open up a way for us to donate. We want to help and support. For me, I was like later, eventually. I wanted to do it and do something and where I figured it out on my own and also not take the hit of letting anyone down. I wanted to figure it out, take the burden. If I get hit, if I get hacked, if I get this, if I get that, it's on me. I'm not losing and having to affect anyone else's pockets. So now that we're at a great position, iOS is pretty much done and Android is pretty much almost complete as well. It's time to go and market. I said, okay, I'm interested in the donation concept, but I wanted to be able to also give back. So I decided to launch the Cool Kings earlier. So the Cool Kings, I'm marketing as if you want to support CroGram, the growth of CroGram, to help us to do all the things that I share and the vision that I have, grab a Cool Kings. Um, and the thing is, there's 10,000, and it's super affordable. I believe it's 0.03 for our OG sale. It's currently for the first 1,000 that get minted. It's 0.03 ETH side. And also the utility for it will be a part of our ecosystem. The Cool Kings.
Hey, Rich, I think you muted your mic.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yeah, we can hear you. You were saying the Cool Kings, and then you cut out.
Oh shoot, I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, the Cool King. Did you hear me break down some of what it was?
Yeah, we heard
Okay.
that part.
Okay, great.
You cut out for like maybe 10 seconds.
Okay, so yeah, that's the utility for the Cool Kings is gonna be like not even the keys can get you some of this utility. So there is massive utility for the Cool Kings. So that's what I'm telling folks. If you're really interested in what we're doing, the Cool Kings has its own kingdom in a sense. They'll be able to do different things. And one of the things I don't mind sharing is, remember like back in the day, like a Mario Kart concept racing? That may be
Yeah, of
something
course.
similar of what we'll have in our metaverse, and so much more. And again, the Cool Kings will do that. The Cool Kings, um, it's a big project, and right now it's just an affordable price, and it's a really cool PFP, I think. So that's kind of what the Cool Kings represent. Everything we launch is for a reason and makes sense in our metaverse. There's 7 different worlds we'll create. Also, there's 7 legendary keys. That's separate. And if you own a legendary key, you have a tower. I mean, I can talk about the pods. If you own one of our NF keys, you'll get one of our pods for free. Um, and a lot of the collections and the things that we have coming soon, key holders always get first access. Like even now, the key holders have had about 2 weeks to even mint one of the Cool Kings before they were even or are even available to the public. Just that type of benefit is what the keys provide. And then also many of our collections, they won't even need to mint. They will be free to our key holders. So a lot of the things are not announced, but everything I do, I always make sure I provide significant value, even if I don't share it all at the beginning. And that's what I want people to kind of understand of who I am and how I do things. So I hope I was able to understand your question or answer your question.
Yeah, you answered it quite clearly. And Rich, you've mentioned Metaverse several times, so let's jump into that. Are you guys planning on building your own Metaverse or integrating into one of the ones that currently exist?
Both. I've been buying different land and different ecosystem and metaverses because I believe having a presence, not only in our own, is important. So I believe that some great different metaverses and projects that are launching and us having a presence or partnership with them just helps with marketing. It just helps with people seeing what we are capable of, and they get to see or and understand and just be a part of our ecosystem as well. So I have a giant plan. I've been dropping sneak peeks to the our community and our key holders to see the process, and a lot of the things that I'm talking about is not things that I intend to do. It's things that have already started, and a lot of them are already beyond 50% complete. So that's the beautiful thing about what I've been doing. It's nothing I've thrown together in a sense. Even our Battle Kings, that's been about 2 years in the work already. So, and I just share that with the communities to just further build the confidence of, hey, I'm not stockpiling a bunch of random things. I've formulated and I've spent years trying to put together a plan that could be effective, but also make sense, and accomplish the goal of what I'm trying to do. So it just requires me getting the support, like you mentioned earlier on. How can I help and get people to migrate and believe in what I do? And I think just being true to who I am, showing my integrity first, showing that I mean what I say, working hard every day, showing up. I think doing those things matter in this space, not just talking it, not just saying it, but having the actions to back it up. So that's kind of what I'm doing, but it takes community to do that. So yeah, Metaverse is coming soon, but we're going to be everywhere as much as I can afford to do. And as we grow, as people support, I'll be able to do more.
Rich, you guys have a lot of awesome plans and different components to the ecosystem that are in the works. I'm curious to know why we're not seeing a lot of that on the website. Is it because you're trying to keep things under wraps and kind of keep it secret until it's ready for an official launch?
That's correct. That's correct. Eventually, we'll have our website updated or upgraded. Our website will have more of a reflection of what our platform is. So you'll be able to go into our web experience and be able to even listen and join or see groups and see trending and join VIP and different things like that. So yeah, for me, like I said, I wasn't necessarily, I know hype matters, but also um, paying attention to detail matters more. So I didn't want to force certain things. And again, we don't have the biggest team, and we don't have the biggest resources. So also spending time to get the right people onboarded, making sure that our business affairs is in order because we are a business, making sure that things are being structured properly, make sure our terms, make sure all the legalities are covered, make sure that our trademarking, our copywriting, our branding is protected. So it's like a lot of different components that matter. So for me, it's not about oh, rush, rush, rush. And I knew if I, for example, was a token, when this, when that, when this, when that, I couldn't then move and be smart about things or find out, oh my goodness, I made an error here or we have a loophole here. I mean, I've been hacked already. I mean, we've had people try to do different things to be malicious. And I was able to use those different things to make our ecosystem better. Yeah, I've lost six figures already building this. I could have said, man, heck with this. But I kept going because I already knew that could have happened. So I had to have contingencies. If you're smart in business, you better. So yeah, man, I don't want to rant about all those different things, but we're definitely trying to do something that's different, and change the space as much as possible for the better.
I love to hear that. Rich, you mentioned the team and how it's relatively small. Can you give us a breakdown? How many developers do you have? How many people on the business dev side? How many people in marketing? So on and so forth.
So we don't have our official team yet. I'm still formulating that. I'm still meeting people that I want to trust. I want to bring into the ecosystem. Right now, as far as it's just one founder. Right now, is what I have is my right hands, my guys that's supporting me, my team, Shampoo, Andrew, and a few others that are there every day. And a lot of them are new, little folks that I'm meeting, the folks that I'm trying to bring into the space because it's a big plan and I just have to be smart about it. Marketing, I have teams that I've worked with over the years. I have a PR firm that I've used. I have an advertising company that I've used as well. They'll all be there and available and ready to go. Right now, we're just trying to make sure that Android is available. I don't want to waste resources with marketing, and we have half the work done. Um, so yeah, it's just being strategic, making sense of doing what makes sense. So right now, we don't have the biggest team. Devs, one dev is one guy that works for me for many years. So it's not like I'm outsourcing to a random person. Everything is internal from my business, my real life business. Again, that I have multiple businesses in the tech mobile space, and these are people that work for me that are working for CroGram on that side. So yeah.
Beautiful. Well, Rich, I want to jump into some community questions here, and then I can circle back towards the end with some more, but I want to get some diversity of voices coming through. Let's go with Aisha first.
Thank you, Noah. Okay, I was thinking Will CroGram app also going to integrate built-in crypto wallet, enabling users to transfer cryptocurrencies directly through CroGram app to any of their contacts?
Thank you for the question, Aisha. Yes, that is a plan that I have to have wallet integration. I think that would be game changing to be able to be in a crypto ecosystem where all the projects you're invested in are in front of you. And then you can have a wallet that you use for those type of investments. It don't even have to be your primary, but it can be a wallet. So let's say a project's launching, you just go to the group. You can then buy the project when it launch because we can embed wallet, not only wallet, charts. So imagine this, you're in voice chat, you can then see the project or hear them launching. Liquidity is added. You can then see the chart in the app, but then you can buy in the app. You see the buy sells, you see the volume, you see the market cap, you see the details that matter without having to go jump over here to PooCoin, then jump back in a group or having to deal with bots or buy bots and all these different confusions. So yeah, the aim is to simplify, but also offer the right tools and resources so everything just makes sense. So, yep, wallet is something that we actively are talking about and considering the best route for rollout. Um, and again, we're not rushing certain things because that's how mistakes are made. We just want to focus on what's important. So, yeah, that's something to keep an eye on for sure.
Understood. I also want to know, do users have to provide their phone number or email for sign up, or one will be able to sign up even without phone number and email?
So, this is an important and great question. So, with CroGram, right, we're when any platform going into like an Apple ecosystem or the real world, you're not decentralized. You're in the Web2 component, right? So we have to use the traditional sign up. Right now, we're still early, so Wallet Connect is frowned upon, especially from a source like Apple. So, yes, we have to do that type of sign up. So, Apple sign up is an option. So if you want to sign up and then hide your email or, so you can remain anonymous in a sense, that option is available or signing up with your phone. Earlier on, during the early stages of building the application, we were email sign up. And less than a month now, I changed completely to phone sign up. So it would be phone sign up moving forward for good. I don't ask for a lot of information, just the base information. I don't do I don't sell data. Um, there's no privacy intrusions. I don't do none of that. The chat messages component is encrypted on your feed. When you post feed, they're burnt like forever completely. I think I have it set to 60 days right now. I'll modify that as I see fit, and the goal again is not to track or stockpile all this storage and data. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm just trying to build a safe, simple ecosystem. And also, there's no KYC to sign up or join CroGram. And forever, always, CroGram will be free.
Understood. You mentioned that chats will be end-to-end encrypted. I want to know that what encryption protocol are you utilizing for CroGram app?
So our protocol is going to change. Um, Eventually, we're going. Right now, it's something that my team formulated, some encryption-based encryption things that they formulated. And the reason we didn't go in depth with it is because soon, I'm not sure when, but at some point, I'm gonna just initiate a V2, where it'll be a full upgrade, probably our own backend, full encryption, and all of those details would be again on our new site and provided fully for our community to see. Right now, our backend is just using Google, so it's safe, but it can be better. So we know understand our limitations there, bandwidth, different things like that. And of course, they don't, and that's a lot of things people don't focus on. Yes, it's encrypted, but a lot of platforms, they still have the right and access to see personal data. And that is the component I did not like. And that's also the thing that a lot of platforms don't focus on. You guys should even hear in Twitter. Ask yourselves this: can Twitter see my DMs? I know the answer. I'm not going to say, but can they? In CroGram, we cannot. We could have if I didn't inject the custom code, and that's because I didn't want nothing to do with that. And even if anybody tried to subpoena or anything, there's nothing I have. And I wanted to build that way. That way, I protect myself. I'm not in the bed with anyone. That I'm not going this. People can't try to overlook or no. I don't want to be, and that's not the ecosystem or environment that I'm even trying to create. So I'm trying to create something that's safe but simple. Simplicity is important. So um, yes, it's some interesting custom encryption that is just numbers and letters. And I also, to show proof during that time, I made sure I was completely transparent with those that were in the app, so they can see it firsthand that I was telling the truth about what I was building. So they saw those data, they saw the encryption. I even allowed them to message each other, and nobody could read what they were messaging. And I think there's a few people in here right now that can vouch to that fact. So, yeah, hope I answered. I just wanted to be thorough about it. We're, again, ever evolving. So that encryption that you're talking about, it's gonna be top notch. Even for our voice chat, I want to be completely HIPAA compliant. Things like that. Just the small details matter. So I hope I answered your question.
Yeah, you explained really well and wonderful features you guys are creating. Thank you so much for answering. Thank you.
Thanks, Aisha. Let's go with Captain Levi next.
Thanks a lot, Noah. All right, so I wanted asking,
Captain Levi, I think we might have lost you there.
can you hear me now? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you're audible.
You talked about the fact that there's going to be advertising on the CroGram project. So under the advertising, you just said you feature projects on certain networks. You said that it's going to allow devs to interact with each other, something like a social community. Now, I wanted asking, these interactions will consist of, reports, unfamiliar reports. For example, there might be a chat that I'm not comfortable with, and based on the fact that you're saying it's highly end-to-end encrypted, how will your program team manage these reports when they come in?
Which reports are you referring to exactly?
All right. So, for example, someone use say a language, maybe foul language, or he speaks ill of he speaks ill about another person, or reports that makes normal social media moderators to ban
Okay,
other
so you're
people.
saying, okay, I got you.
So,
I got you.
how will
So you're
program
saying,
address that?
so you're saying, are you able to report people for malicious behavior, or like a Twitter, like a Telegram jail concept?
Exactly,
So
exactly.
so CroGram, so CroGram does have a report function, whether it's in your community chat. So for example, if you see something that's offensive or something, you hard press, similar concept to Telegram, and you have your option to report. That report will then go to the admins or devs. Then they can then choose what to do. They can review the message to see if it's appropriate or not for their community. They can delete the message. They can then block or remove that user as well. Similar concept to Telegram. Same thing for the feed, the social feed. You can report a post. If it's offensive, we'll take a look at the post and we'll decide then and there should it be removed from our ecosystem or not. So yeah, we try to protect the system, but the thing is, we're building a culture as well. So people that come in, they see what we're building and they get it. And those that don't, they just don't stick around. So yeah, we try to protect the community. Those functions are there, and also for our feed, something that's not there but it will eventually come. You'll be able to hide post from people that you don't necessarily want to see post from. So if someone is like, hey, I want to hide, I don't want to see feed or post from this individual, eventually that function will be there as well.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Well, over the years, Telegram actually brought the new feature called the premium feature, and where some new features were actually released or new utilities like sticker packs and all that. Does CroGram have any similar thing in stock? For example, maybe in the few years to come, they might see that okay, we might actually want to now monetize this, and then they bring maybe a CroGram premium feature. Does CroGram have anything like that in store?
Yeah, we have tons of stuff. We have our VIP. I mean, when you enter our VIP, confetti falls, if that gives you just perspective. It's a great experience. I mean, even in voice chat, we have some great emojis. I mean, even in our voice chat, if you can, you can click a button and it pops up, follow me, or good morning, or no DMs, please, or different options, or sell, buy. It's so many options to choose from. That's again what makes us different, and that fun experiences for stickers and emojis. It does, and it will get animated more into our community chats. Um, but it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I have a lot of ideas and things like that now to eventually add. But I want to focus on the things that matter first. For example, even finishing Android and some of our key features. The splash features that I call, we'll do later. That's the fun stuff will come later. The focus is just definitely trying to complete.
All right. Well, currently I'm actually using some applications that actually are robust. But when I say robust, I mean the fact that they're actually available for PCs, for Android, and for iOS. But I can see that you guys are solely on an iOS, iPhones to be precise. Are you guys on? Is there any feature or any app that support the MacBooks? And are there plans to support Windows and maybe Linux and Android in the future?
Yes, yes. Everything will roll out. So, iOS, Android, desktop app, web app, iPad versions there, but it's not the full iPad version, so we'll have the UI upgraded. It's actually designed. I designed it already. It's just to implement at some point. Same thing for the Mac OS. You can, for some Macs, already download it to your app, but again, same concept. It'll have the Mac OS UI updated at some point as well. So we'll be fully everywhere, fully available for everywhere. Some components of our metaverse will also be in an app format and also Web3.
All right. I think I get that. I get that. Um, Another monetization policy is going to be advertising, where people could maybe probably create groups that specifically talk about products or services. Will the program team open any avenue for advertising of products or services? Maybe they're going to pay some form of extra fee or something.
Yeah, we have all kinds of cool features. One of the cool features that I dropped on a base, just a basic version, is Connect. What Connect is it allows developers, graphic designers, web designers, influencers, lounge owners to be able to advertise inside of Connect. Connect is available for everyone in the app. It's not like a special thing for in a special group, right? So people that are, for example, the subjects or categories that I mentioned can advertise themselves. So if you do logos or if you do website, whatever it is, and you're looking for business, you can advertise yourself. How do you get yourself listed though? Be a key holder or subscribe. So if you subscribe to be into the Connect feature, um, right now it's just a part of it. Eventually, again, everything will be corrected and just all make sense. But right now it's there. We're testing, we're looking how it works, and we'll even expand on it to allow people to have their portfolio listed, their website listed, things like that. That way it makes sense. But we also want to protect that feature by not allowing, people that are malicious or harmful or scammers to be a part of our Connect. So eventually finding a safe process that makes sense, some form of KYC. That way we have some form of like comfort knowing that this is a great person. We see that they have a great track record. They're respected in the space. They've been doing this for years. Their quality of content or work is good. great. You've earned your spot to be a part of our connect. So it's a lot that CroGram will embody, not just the tools that we have, but also education, having a dedicated educational sections. That's one of the partners that we did with Shima Inaga to build that in educational component so people can understand. Well, this is a wallet. This is what a seed phrase is. This is how you use Pancake Swap from the base to even blockchain information. You know, so yeah, CroGram is a massive plan and it's crypto focused, and I believe we'll do it. We believe we'll figure it out. Was there any other questions you have for me?
I think that will be all. That will be all. You basically answered the next question I had about the educational provision. I really wish the program team the best. So many utilities, and I hope the project stays bullish moonward. Over to you, Noah.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely. And that's one of the great things. Definitely check out our Cool Kings.
Thank you, Captain Levi. And let's go with Venice next. Hey, Venice, you there, buddy? All right, let's go with Rahmat next while we wait for Venice.
Yeah, thank you, Noah. Can you hear me, Noah?
Yes, sir. Hey.
Okay, so I have a few questions. So first of all, I want to know that how many maximum members can a group have, and what maximum number of users can join a voice chat for listening to MRs?
So right now I have no limits. So um, I'm seeing how that goes, and in time we do what makes sense. But right now I didn't want to start with limits and all of those different things. Voice chat component, we don't necessarily limit that as well. So if you want your whole community to talk, they can. You know, we have the same structure. If someone joins your voice chat, bottom left, there's a request to speak button. If they choose to speak, they raise up. You are one of the admins will get the notification to approve or deny. And then they can speak. You know, same concept. You'll be able to mute someone if they're being out of pocket. So yeah, but no limits. As maximum as possible, people can join, as well as speak.
Wonderful. Okay, so I was also thinking the users be able to send these self-destructing or auto-disappearing messages as well. Will you be adding this feature?
Which auto disappearing you said?
Yes.
What do you mean exactly? Like
Like
a
some
preview?
chatting apps are offering this feature, messages disappear after some time. User can
Oh,
select the time.
well, what I did was there's inside of our private DMs, there's none of that. If you delete a message, it deletes it for both parties. There's no option to choose. So that's how that works. Feed and um, in the group chat, 90 days or so, things are burnt. So if you're worried or anyone's worried about any details or data, if you forget to come around or XYZ, that information is then burnt. Same as the feed. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, it makes
Okay,
sense.
okay.
Yeah, so I was just curious to know that is the app initially designed for business or work, or it's for personal use?
Um, Both. I wanted to create an experience. And in order to do that, I didn't want him to make it seem so professional because that's kind of boring. But I wanted to make it fun, but then not too fun where it's not, hey, I'm in here to make money. So it's trying to find that equal balance while providing a great UI, soft on the eyes, easy to use, make sense functionalities, but fun. I wanted to create the environment like if you feel like you're not in CroGram, you're missing something. That's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm aimed to do as well. So, uh, yeah, just stay tuned. If you can, download it. It's one of those things you have to see. What even anything I say won't bring justice to it. It's just one of those things you have to see, try for yourself. And I do believe everyone will love it.
Yeah, we'll surely check it out. Okay, final question. I was just thinking that is there any built-in photo or video editing tool in the CroGram app as well?
No, not as yet. Um, Will I ever do that? Probably not. I'm not sure. Um, I have some ideas for some different things that we'll do. Um, but when it comes to like tools like that, I'm not sure. Maybe if it makes sense. I guess that's more of our social component stuff, but we'll see if that makes sense in time.
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much for answering. Over to you, Noah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rahmat. And let's try Venice again.
Okay, thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, I have a few questions for CroGram. As we all know, when we listen to the AMA on Twitter Spaces, whenever someone is talking, we can see subtitles for them as well. And I think it's quite impressive for the people who find it hard to understand some certain accents of English language. So, will there be anything like that in CroGram?
For understanding certain languages, you mean as far
Yeah,
as go ahead. I'm
I
trying to
was saying
understand.
that. Okay, yeah, I was saying that when I try to join Twitter Spaces on the laptop, and I can see the subtitles of people who are talking during the Twitter Spaces. Um, uh, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Like a
When
preview.
yeah, like a preview when you are talking in this
Uh,
Twitter space, and if I have joined from my laptop the Twitter spaces, I can see the subtitles of whatever you are talking in
gotcha.
written textual form. Yeah. So
Yeah.
will this kind of feature available in program as well?
Um, Down the road, possibly. Um, Possibly, I do know what you're talking about. With just enabling the subtitles, that is something that I'm not opposed to. I do have an interest in that. Whether that comes anytime soon, I doubt it. Um, the only thing that I probably will be doing a voice chat is like building a giveaway function. So if you the that project want to do a giveaway, they don't have to again go to third party stuff. They can do the giveaway right then and there by clicking a button, and there's our AI or software automatically picks a winner. Um, Probably a karaoke mode. So if you want to have fun in the voice chat, playing music and people singing, like legit karaoke mode, think about that. Um, Eventually, because that's a bigger thing to do and to look into. Um, but I'm not opposed to it. I like the idea. I have played with Twitters a few months back when they dropped it. So yeah, never. I won't say I'll never do it. I just don't know when.
Okay, okay, understood. And as you mentioned, by the number of active members, not by just uh, total numbers of that group.
It's based on follower count. So as your group grows, your ranking grows. Um, Based off of popularity or user activity, I'm thinking of having like a base, some sort of algorithm or something that can read that, the more activity or certain tasks maybe, to incorporate in trending, not popular groups. So it's like groups can maybe do things to trend, not only just by trending, you know? So there's different things I am exploring, um, and we'll find a way to improve in time. But yeah, our popular groups is based on follower count, not activity necessarily, but the activity side of it, I'm exploring for trending.
Okay, that's really great. And will you be providing any integrated VPN service within the program? Because in some part of the world, even Telegram doesn't work without VPN. People need to buy separate VPNs to connect with the Telegram. So, any plans for VPNs?
Not at this time.
Okay, understood. Thank you. Thank you so much for answering my questions.
No problem. Thank you.
Thanks, Venice. We got another question from Whole Smuggers podcast.
Hey, it's not really a question, it's more of a comment. I am in CroGram, and I bought a key, and I didn't have an iPhone yet, so I was so curious. I couldn't wait for the Android to drop, so I went out and bought an iPhone and got to experience the app. And there's one thing that I think King hasn't touched on enough is the CroGram culture. You literally have to experience it. It is life changing. It's so hard to explain, but it's such a supportive space, way, way different than Telegram. So hopefully when Android drops, you guys all check it out, or if you have an Apple, download it now. And I hope you guys come and hang out with us and experience the culture.
Oh, well, thank you so much for those kind words and comments. I think it's a great way to
Thank you.
finish off the AMA. Rich, if you want to give audience members that are just tuning in a quick summary, recap of who you are and what CroGram is, that'd be great.
Thank you, guys. King is my name, King. And CroGram and thank you for those kind words, by the way. And that's exactly what I'm trying to have CroGram represented as. It's not just an app where people can just download and try or make money. I'm trying to build an experience and an ecosystem of caring about people. You know, we can meet some amazing people just from our couches instantly from anywhere in the world. So I think that as we are doing this, we can figure it out, that way to win together, a way that we can help people, a way that humanity does not fail in a sense. I don't know why, and I'm just trying to put who I am at the forefront. I'm trying to let people see the what CroGram is based on who I am. You know, I'm trying to lead by example. I'm trying to integrity first, and that's what it is. So CroGram is not just an alternate to Telegram and Discord, where you can create your groups, where you can have your projects, not just tokens, and that's important. NFTs as well. You have NFTs, have collections. We're gonna make sure that we have a system that's there for that. You know, so it's for everything in crypto. Even if you don't own a project, you're not a dev, you're just an investor, you just have an interest in crypto. That's a great start. You know, having a system or an ecosystem where you can actually have someone there that will answer your questions as no matter how many they are and won't rush you, that will sit there and help you, truly help you. You know, it's not in this ecosystem where you have to worry about someone's there trying to be malicious. You know, because we try to track that, and we have one main group chat, one main chat. That way, if no funny business will happen in there, because there's a lot of team members that are actively there 24 hours a day, so people will be able to get the help or be able to be pointed in the right direction. We don't try to have that controlling type of environment. So if you come in there, you have a question about XYZ project, we don't mind. Ask your question. How can we support? How can we help? Um, I think education comes first. Education matters, but also being around good people um, changes things. It changes perspectives. It changes who we are. It softens us. It's a lot of different things. So I would like everyone, if you can, check out CroGram. Download it today. And everyone that downloads CroGram today, drop Poppy Shampoo a follow, and also he's gonna hook all you guys up with some grams for free. So hit him up, and he'll DM you with some grams so you can use. You can get familiar with our ecosystem. You can play some games. You can have some fun. We'll be in voice chat. We're actively in voice chat. We talk about everything. There are no limits to what we talk about. So if you want a good time, you're on the way to work, you're coming home from work, you're just hanging out, you want to hear some good conversations, you want to laugh, that's also what CroGram is about. Um, so yeah, it's not just about making money, even though we will. So check out our NFTs, check out our cool kings, and check out everything we have to come. Consider giving us a follow here on Twitter, as well as our TG. And I thank you so much, Noah, Well Coin Talk, for inviting us, for allowing us to share our app. Truly appreciate it, and we'll definitely talk more about how we can potentially do some great things together as well. So thanks everybody for listening and tuning in.
Amazing. Great recap. Thank you so much, King, for being with us today, and the CroGram team. Whalecoin Talk community, thank you for being with us. Remember, everything you hear on Whalecoin Talk is for educational purposes only. We never give financial advice, so always do your own research and invest only what you're willing to lose. We have one more AMA coming up in 2 hours, so stay tuned for that.